It is pretty windy tonight. I think I left my umbrella in the truck. There's a lot of trucks here. Let me know how the audio is. If I need to, I'll go get the umbrella. There's a lot of tankers here. I haven't seen this before. Gotta be at least 15 tankers here. We got methane, we got nitrogen, all different types of tankers. Getting this shot while I can. Let me know if the audio is good. So I get a shot of the tankers in. So we got a methane tanker here on the right. We got several more going down that way. And then across the road here on the SpaceX side, we got a tanker there. And then we got about at least another 6 tankers going this way, looking back toward the build site. So yeah, I haven't seen this in a long time, this many, and probably I don't think I've ever seen this many here. So they are definitely gearing up for some stuff. Oh, sound is good, thank you. The wind, you can hear the wind. Okay, I'll see if I go get my umbrella, and then I'll be able to block a lot of that wind. Let me. I'm gonna take the camera with me, and then I'll put it back down when I get the umbrella. So here we go. I'll be able to block most of that wind with the umbrella. I'm using my alternate mic. I have to find the cord for the other mic, but I should be able to use my umbrella pretty good. Just a minute. Alright, got the umbrella. Let's see, it's just a minute. Oops. There goes the mic there. Got some technical difficulties right now. Technical difficulties. Oh, let me see. Not locking in. Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. I'm going to end the stream. I'll start a new stream. I think I've got to. Sounds good now. Well, maybe I don't need the mic, huh? I don't have the mic on now, but I have to take off the iPhone case to use the mic. Maybe I don't need it. As long as I hold the umbrella, I guess I don't need the mic. All right. I'll keep it going. I'll keep going live. You can see there's at least one tanker parked. Another 2, 3, 4, 5 tankers. Okay, yeah, I'm holding the umbrella, and that's the only reason we got good sound. So we got 5 to the left. We got another one here, and we got at least another 2 here on the right as well. 6. So that would make it 8. And there goes another one, 9. So you got. These are all liquid nitrogen and other stuff. I haven't seen any oxygen yet, but I'm not paying attention yet. So, yep. They're bringing it in today, right now. Let me set up the tripod again. I'm going to make a adjustment. We may lose reception, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to take the plastic case off the iPhone. It's gonna be we're gonna lose some stuff here. Just hold on. All right, we made it. This means I can use the tripod and I can use the microphone too. Just a minute. All right, we're good to go with that. Just a minute. All right, how's the audio now? Can you hear me? I'll say the number 7. Number 7. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, that's good news. Thanks, guys and gals. All right. Yeah, we got a strong wind. If someone can do exclamation mark weather, we can see how strong the wind is. It's coming from the northwest. Yeah, booster 7. I'll get that shot. I mean, I can go back to where we have a better shot of the booster too, or I could walk toward the. I could walk over toward the tank farm, I guess. We'd have a great shot of the booster down that way. So that's what I'll do. I'll walk over there. All right, the weather, 22 miles an hour, 35 kilometers. So yeah, it is very windy right now. I'm gonna walk for about 40 seconds or so, and I'll get to the tank farm area and we'll get a really good shot of the booster and everything. So. We got a pretty good shot here, so I'm not sure it's worth seeing the orbital launch platform, but we can get that view too. I'll stop here for a little bit and we'll get the shot from here. Yeah, I think I'll stay here for a little bit. We got a good in-between shot here of different stuff. Okay, Starship 24, Booster 7. You got the QD there. I'm gonna get some of the general stuff in the environment again. I'm gonna get these trucks here on the left, and I'm gonna catch up to the chat here now that I'm situated. All right, Davis says can't wait for the big monster static fire test for the booster. All right, yeah, apparently it has 33 engines, right? Raptors on it. That was good news. Jillian, nice to see you. Okay, keep going back. The wind is from the north at 22 miles an hour, 35 kilometers. Humidity is 55%, so it's a lot drier than it normally is. It's normally a lot more humid than that. 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 Celsius. Yeah, it's kind of cold. If you're up in the north, you're saying, "Oh, that's pretty warm." But for here in Texas, it's cold. South Texas. Thanks, Carl. Thanks for your asking me about coming down here today. Thanks, Davis. All right, Tom. Nice to see you. All right, good stuff. Yeah, I've been pretty busy lately. That's why I haven't been doing a lot here at the site. But all right, so we got. I'm gonna count the trucks here again. We got at least one parked. We got another 1, 2, 3. So that's 3. It's probably nitrogen. It's got a long name. I'm not sure I've seen oxygen yet, but 1, 2, 3. Hey, Elena. You were one of the reasons I went live today too. Nice to see you here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So we got a bunch, and the OCEAN truck is right over there. I just drove to and from northern Texas about 6 hours each way with that truck. And The only reason I still have that truck is because you all helped me out last winter. So, yep, got a new engine and it's working. So, in the chauffeur shop. So, wow. All right. Well, nice to see you. Thanks for your Twitter text, your Telegram message. Thanks. Nice to hear from you. Okay, well, yeah, Carl asked, well, what does everyone think when they'll do the 33 engine static fire? You know, maybe the gentleman we spoke with at the around the 20th of December, maybe he was confusing launch with static fire, because he was correct about stacking it. He was off by a few days. So we may be looking at a static fire on the Friday, I think it's the 20th or the 19th of January. So we might be looking at for a static fire. The 19th, the next Friday. 8 days from now. Static fire. Whatever day is that? When's Valentine's Day, Tom? Yeah, it is really windy here. Really windy. But yeah, static fire probably on the 19th or the 20th, whichever day is a Friday. That's the day it's going to be. Yep. Because the guy's been correct so far, you know, pretty much. So today's the 12th, the 13th is the Friday here, so it's going to be the 20th, probably the static fire. 7 days from tomorrow is the 20th, so. Yeah, Juan, nice. I got some of your messages. I haven't been able to read them all, but yeah, you know, I had a great time over there in that short 1 day, half a day time period over there at the NASA Expo. Made some amazing connections. Amazing. I mean, super, super amazing. And I still got I was working again today, making more connections with more people on LinkedIn and other places. So the ride was about at least a 6-hour ride each way. So that's it's tough. And tomorrow I'm going to be up doing some temp work tomorrow morning at 5 in the morning. So it's going to be an early morning for me tomorrow, but yeah, it's just moving forward, living the dream kind of thing. I did a little work today too, made some money. All right. Yeah, Galveston, right? Juan says, Galveston is awesome, especially the Overdock Carnival. I've never heard of that before. Okay. Yeah, I was at this really nice Moody something hotel, and they have it's one of the nicest hotels I've ever been to, and we got a special rate for the NASA whatever convention thing. It's $99 plus tax, so in like a $175 normally cost for the room, and it was a really nice room, and the hotel itself was really nice as well. I mean, I've stayed out in San Diego a long time ago at like a $300 a night room, but you know, considering my current situation, it was a really nice room. It was a really nice room. Okay, Juan says there's a bubblegum shrimp restaurant over there. That's cool. Yeah, the only thing I have against shrimp is, you know, yeah, shrimp tastes great, but you know, when the people on the boats, when they collect the shrimp, they throw it into a like a preservative, like some kind of chemical preservative. So the shrimp you get has some preservatives added to it. It's not, even if it's fresh shrimp, I believe a lot of times they use a preservative on the boats, so it's all been. If you want to get healthy eating shrimp, it's not going to happen as long as they got that some type of ATE, polysorbate, or all the different eights are preservatives. So if you want your body to live a long time without a lot of life, then that might be what you get with those preservatives. Yeah, I think I've seen 9 over there at once. I've 9 trucks over there at once in that little section over there. But we definitely have a lot of trucks here tonight. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I've been listening to some Dr. Joe Dispenza YouTube clips. Different people have been taking a bunch of his clips, and one of the interesting things he said is that, like, if you're into energy and all that, that the thoughts are like the electrical. The thoughts are the electrical, and the emotion is the magnetic. So. And the different relationship between the thoughts and the heart, or the magnetism. So, like, if you get really angry, apparently the thoughts kind of steal the energy from the heart. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Dr. Joe Dispenza, look him up on YouTube. A lot of good stuff there. I put a clip, one of his clips, in the community section last week or so, but there's a lot more out there. So the idea is not to get too upset, so that your thoughts don't take the energy from your heart. You don't, and to eventually let the two things interact more, so that let the check it out. It's good stuff. I don't know. I think this is more of a see a little bit what's going on here on site, and also just catching up. See if I don't know what they were doing today. Maybe a spin prime test or whatever, or some type of pressurization of the booster, I imagine. I haven't really paid attention to the site here today. And I haven't for several days, but I'm here to learn if anyone knows what they were doing today. I saw a little bit of the Lab Padre stream this afternoon, just to kind of tune in and see what was going on a little bit. This tanker over here, this is a methane tanker parked right over here. So they have methane here. They're getting ready for a static fire, probably. Yeah, maybe we'll see it earlier. Maybe we'll see it sooner. I was going to check the road closures. I did not remember to do that before I went live. I saw all these trucks here and I got excited, and I forgot about wanting to check the road closure thing. But you can see there are still some trucks coming. Maybe I think you can maybe see there's still some trucks lining up back there. Some new ones. Okay, Juan says he was here at Starbase, I think on the 31st of December. Kirsch was here, and he was hoping there would be more photographers, but just Kirsch. All right, so Jessica Kirsch made it out for the 31st. That's good. I was working a firecracker booth. I would have been here otherwise. Foggy, and so foggy you couldn't see South Padre Island. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for the info, Juan. That's good info. All right. Glad she made it out here, and glad you made it out here as well. GSE testing, says Jimmy. So today they did some GSE testing or something, huh? It's closed tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, that's good. Really good info. So maybe they'll do a static fire of the, or some single engine static fire or something, or whatever, however many they want to do. But So if they're bringing in the methane right now, they probably did some type of spin prime test or today or something like that, you know. Or maybe that's happening tomorrow. I would imagine that's going to happen tomorrow. In addition to some type of static fire as well, you know. We would have to check out the marine safety warning type thing to see if anything was going on. Any notifications have come out or some kind of... They usually just keep putting those out, so maybe it's not a special thing for tomorrow, but maybe it's already been given out. Does anyone know if there's an overpressurization notice for tomorrow or anything like that? That would kind of do it. Yeah, but I met up with some, at least 3 different, I think 3 or more different teams over at the expo that were have plans to go to Enceladus. So it's not like a unique thing, but it's the type of mission that's done when we get to Enceladus. That's the unique thing. Okay. Okay, Tom says Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week we got the OP notices. Okay. Okay, but we do have so maybe they'll do a spin prime tomorrow or some other type of test, pressure test or whatever. Okay, Jimmy says they didn't do anything with the booster today, not even a cryo test. Yeah, well maybe they, yeah, I don't know what they were doing, but that's cool. Maybe moving the fluids around or something. Cool. I think I saw some vapor, some venting, right? There was some venting at least. All right, so definitely next week is going to be the week. And if the guy I spoke with on the 20th of December is correct, it's going to be the 20th. These January 20th static fire is going to be the 20th. Maybe I was thinking it was going to be a launch, but maybe it's static fire is what he meant to say. January 20th, 2023. I've been saying it for almost, let's see, that would be almost over 3 weeks now. We have had that inside information about the 20th. Insiders. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you looking at? I got that from Phidias. Look at his banner on his YouTube channel, Phidias. He says, "What are you looking at?" with a big index finger pointing at you. You know, subscribe. What are you looking at? Well, we've been doing good. The subscribers have been picking up. It's good. We've had some really good stuff come out recently. You know. I don't know what else is going on there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a lot of trucks down there. So they're definitely bringing in the stuff. If anything, at the least, they'll do a cryo test. At the most, we'll see a static fire. Probably 33 engine static fire. You know, okay, I wanted to say this, you know, Elon and the, I think it was Elon came out with the things that says, we won't see, hopefully by the end of February, early, or in March, they'll going for a launch. Now, maybe he was just kind of trying to divert attention to anything sooner, you know. But maybe, so there may be something happening sooner, but maybe he's correct and maybe he's not trying to divert, you know. Maybe it's actually what he was saying, the end of February or March. But possibly earlier. I was thinking, well, maybe it's going to be earlier. Because we were coming out, giving out the info that maybe there's going to be a launch on the 20th, right? And maybe they came out with that statement just to throw people off, off course and just, you know. So I thought that's a possibility as well, that maybe maybe they said a later date just to stop people from asking about it, you know. Yeah. Hey, Raul, good to see you. right, Jimmy Rio says, no need for anything but a 33-inch static fire. Hopefully, sooner than later, something major around the corner. Elon and SpaceX tweeted about Starship today, and that's a rare on SpaceX. All right, yeah, cool. I haven't seen what they tweeted today. That's good. Yeah, okay. Carl reminds, for the entire month of January, it will be free to subscribe. So just click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks. All right. Oh yeah, I also wanted to say, if you've been here on the channel for a while, and if you want to send me your actual real information, maybe with a photo or something, maybe down the road, maybe we can do something together, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? If some of this stuff keeps actualizing, if we keep, if we actually start going forward with some type of mission and stuff like that, which I've been working on, then maybe I'll want to work with some of y'all. Shabbat shalom, Elena. Shabbat shalom. Is it Friday already for you? Yes, it's Friday already. Friday afternoon. Well, early. Nah, what time is it for you? It's still morning. So it'll be about late morning. I got you. It'll be about in Australia, over there where you are. It'll be about 10:16 or so a.m. 11:17. Good stuff. Thanks. Space race. Yep. I've got a couple of videos I'm going to upload after this, so I just haven't had time to upload them. And Senti also edited some footage of the stacking. So a while back, in the last month, I think Senti did some editing on the undercarriage of the booster moving, where we could see underneath. And I sent him some. I asked him if he'd be interested, and he did edit. I haven't had a chance to watch it. The sporadic, erratic footage I got with the Nikon of the stacking of the Starship and the booster. I got some of the footage was really good, and other stuff was kind of sketchy because I was focusing on the live stream. But I'm gonna upload that after this, so that's something Senti edited, because I didn't really have a lot of time to do editing. I had about 15 different clips of the stacking from the Nikon camera, and I was busy at the expo, and I have a lot of stuff going on now. With that artificial intelligence I got for the app for $100, that's been keeping me really busy. That's really useful. If any of you are considering getting paying for some artificial intelligence or whatever, like an app, I would highly recommend it. If you have a business or whatever, or you just like to find stuff out, or if you're just curious, it'd be worth it. Thanks, Carl. Yeah, thanks. See, yeah, just so much you can use that thing for. It's going to be the next. It is already, but it's going to be more widespread as more people get exposed to it. But the artificial, it's like the next search engine kind of thing. Not only can you type, but you can speak your question into it, and you can add many different specifics to it. It's not like going to search and spit out a bunch of websites. It's going to answer your question. So that's the benefit. Like an artificial intelligence will actually answer your specific question, not just give out URLs. Although you can ask it for, like, you can ask it who are the top 5 people in this company, and who are the top 5 executives at IBM, and give me their URLs, give me their phone numbers, and give me their emails. So that'll be one question that you ask your artificial intelligence, and it'll spit out the top 5 people at IBM with their URLs and with their emails if they're available, and also their phone numbers. So, I mean, how much time does that save you? So I've done that for a lot of different situations and companies. It's 2 years old. The data is 2 years old. It's from 2020, October, I think. As I've gotten some information from the October timeframe, 2020, and everything before that. But so it's a couple of years old, and I believe that's because the insiders, the elite, or whoever like to have the cutting edge of the information and also the capability. It's just like why the real-time data is delayed when you look at different things, and then if you want to have the exclusive cutting edge to the second or to the millisecond or whatever it is these days, then you pay extra. But yeah, the new the present day data, artificial intelligence, is going to be a lot better. But at least for the kind of money that you spend, you get a lot of value at the 2-year delayed. Okay, Tom asks, maybe visualize where the crew axis arm is, huh? Let me keep reading it. Where the crew axis arm will be until it makes you makes you mad. I got you. Trying to figure out where that axis arm is going to be for the crew, huh? Adding the crew to the Starship. Well, I guess then we have something to look forward to. Yeah, I got some other stuff I could read. Yeah, so maybe they'll add some new hardware up there to be able to have the crew come into the Starship. Okay, yeah, Carl says they'll need another arm above this QD Starship Quick Genetic to get the crew and supplies. So above the Starship Quick Disconnect at the top, there's saying above that thing at the, okay, we got the Starship up there, and the QD for the Starship is at the base of the Starship. So the thought here is that they'll have it somewhere above that, above the bottom of the Starship. There's where that Starship QD is. This is Carl. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let me see. Hey, Kay. I speak Greek too, and that word means something in Greek that I prefer not to say. Good to see you, though, Kay. Whew. Well, it's good to breathe the air here. I'm going to leave it widescreen. Not much else to see here. I mean, there's a lot of action at the tank farm. And I've been keeping busy. Definitely keeping busy. So it was definitely worth going to that expo. The last time I went to a kind of a space expo was in 2021, June of 2021. Most of the people on the channel didn't like that I went to the expo in 2021. They're like, why are you going over there? We only care about SpaceX. But, you know, I care about the other space stuff. And Yeah, even over there, the cool thing about going to these space expos, at least for this NASA one recently, was that there's a bunch of engineers and other scientists, the top people in the NASA and the others, straight out of these different companies all around the country at this Space Expo, and you can actually go talk to an engineer who worked on such and such Mars rover or whatever. So that's the caliber of pretty much everybody there at that conference I just went to. So it was a lot of fun, and I think it cost $110 for the general admission. If I wanted to be a technologist, it would have cost $160. But I paid the general admission. I had a nice badge for Ocean Camera Space Corp and also Embryo Space Inc. And I got the word out there and made some really good connections. There's I don't know if I said it already tonight, but I made connections. I did say this briefly, but I got an offer from somebody who has an Enceladus mission with NASA already. If I were able to come in with like $20 million, they would add a piece of hardware to their mission that they already have planned to go to Enceladus. That's so I met somebody, and I have an opportunity to do something like that. If I come up with more money, then I'll be able to do whatever we get. So that opportunity to collaborate on a mission to go to Enceladus is open. It's available now, and it would be a much shorter time frame. I don't know if they're going to get their proposal admitted. I mean, it's a proposal from NASA to NASA to go to Enceladus. So I don't know if they're, and I don't think they're planning to go to the surface for that opportunity to. I don't think that exact mission would enable an Ocean Camera Space Corp mission, but there would be some type of thing. So I already have a soft offer for $300 million. So if these people at NASA don't get their, or Southwest Research Institute or JPL or the Applied Physics Lab, all these different scientists who've been working on different Enceladus missions, if their missions don't get accepted in the next year and a half, then there's an opportunity so we got 2013 right now, January. It'd be 2014, it'd be just past the halfway point, 2024, just past so a year and a half from now, if their missions don't get approved, a lot of these Enceladus scientists might join Ocean Camera Space Corp, potentially, if it looks like my things are happening more than their things happening. I mean, I'm definitely in collaboration. I'm definitely looking to work together in partnership to help anyone who wants to go to Enceladus help them however I can, and maybe I'll join them on a mission if it works out for everybody. But if for whatever reason things don't happen through the NASA route to go to Enceladus, I'd be happy to chat with and bring these scientists onto the Ocean Camera Space Corp main focus of getting the water mission and the video photography of the ocean. I chatted with one gentleman who made that offer, and if you go to LinkedIn, you can find out more information about that, or with Paul S. Mamakos on LinkedIn. I actually have photos and stuff like that. But other than that, I made connection with another gentleman and his team who have already flown stuff into space, and they're planning to go to Enceladus if they have funding, if they get the money, and do a sample of the plume of the water getting sent out of the geysers on Enceladus. So, and I have an offer from him to work together. I'm looking at, so that's a possibility as well. So that's at least two offers from going to this expo. I made those connections. So those are two opportunities to go to Enceladus and save many years. But I'm not sure I want to I want to make it worthwhile for investors, and the investors will get. There's a few options. I also learned. I chatted with a lady at SEEC, Space Exploration, and there's another E there, and very knowledgeable lady. They've done missions to space already as well. And she was saying that if I were to, I asked her, well, what about like to the rings of Enceladus, the rings of Saturn? If what interest would NASA have in supporting a mission to the rings of Saturn? If I was going to go there, and OceanCam or Embryo Space was going to go there and gather some of the ice from the rings, and she talked a bit about the way that kind of trajectory could work as far as orbiting Saturn and every so often going to the rings and gathering up the ice. But she mentioned that NASA would be more interested in that if I offered to share the data on the granules, the particles in the ice. They're more interested in like the Earth or the matter that would be inside of the ice than the actual water, the ice. So there could be some kind of trade-off if we give them that data. Would they give us access to the deep space network for the communication back to Earth? So it'd be kind of like a trade, and that they would be interested in that those samples of the inside of the ice from Enceladus. So kind of interesting. I didn't even think about that. So I got a bunch of real information and data. Okay, Jimmy says this looks like they're going for a full loaded ship and booster tomorrow for testing. Yeah, I agree with you, Jimmy. This does look a lot like they're going full on. Carl says they won't take on this much cryofuel unless they're planned to use it shortly. Cryo has a limited tank life unless they keep reprocessing it. Okay. C equals Space Exploration Engineering, LLC. I don't know if that engineering is at the end. It might be something else, but you could be right. Definitely you could be right, Carl. I don't remember the engineering part, but maybe that is it. On LinkedIn, I have the link to their company website. So there's no Starship over on Pad B because the Starship's on top of the booster on the orbital launch platform. Okay, good stuff. Okay, good stuff. Yep, the Starship's up there. So it's not on Pad B. What else? Well, it's good to see that they didn't just put it up for a few hours and take it down. So that's a relief that this is maybe the longest the Starship has been on top of the booster. Is that true? Is that a correct statement? I know in the past we've seen it go up and then come down, up and come down. I think I've heard this is maybe the third time they've stacked it, but this may be the longest one. Okay, yeah, Roman asks how long to unload one of these tankers, I guess is the question. I don't know. But I could walk down there and get video of that. I don't know if it's that interesting, but there are a bunch of trucks down there and behind this as well. Yeah, the app, the artificial intelligence I have is called Genie, Genie. Genie AI, I think is the it's the one that was there's a guy's name who talks about it. I don't really like to remember his name, but yeah, pretty famous guy's been talking about it. That app. Joe Rogan was even talking about it. I didn't really listen to it, but I saw the title of a video where he was apparently talking about this artificial intelligence. Yeah, so I was talking a little bit about it. You know, where we have search engines, you know, search engine, you got to type stuff out, or you can speak it into your phone these days, but it just doesn't really give you really specific information. You kind of got to sort through the information yourself. Whereas one of these artificial intelligences, one of these apps, can sort through the information for you and pull out just the information you want to know, not all the other extraneous stuff. So that is the next generation of where all the computing is going, for sure. I don't know. Is there anything else anyone wants to see? I might end it if there's nothing else. I could go upload those other, at least 2, maybe 3 videos I got ready to upload. Hey, Gary. Okay, yeah, so KS, what's the green? The green means everything's clear, everything's good. Anyone here on site can go tour the tower. But when it turns yellow or red, that's when people have to stay away. But green means, I believe, anyone who works on the pad can walk around the tower. It's safe. I think green means safe, basically. Mosey around wherever you choose to go. Free to mosey. Yep. Yeah, I talked briefly about the. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a. See, with the if I do a part. I'm planning to do a 506c unregistered security offering, right? So for that, I can talk about it. I can talk about it publicly, but it's accredited investors only. So I may give out some free shares to a few people, but yeah, it's going to be accredited investor only thing too. Eventually I'll go maybe get it on the stock market and all that kind of stuff, but just outright in the initial time frame, it's probably going to be unless something changes. The reason for that is if you do something one way, then you gotta, in your future things that you raise, you gotta do it that way. So I don't know all the specifics about that, but I did hear a little bit about that. And initially we're shooting for $2 to $8 billion. So we got there are cutoffs for certain types of things when you raise money on registered security offerings, and there's only a few options when you're coming to do that type of thing. So. If anyone has any ideas about anything that I'm trying to do here that we're actually doing, send me a message, send me an email. If you'd like to just chat about whatever, yeah, reach out. My phone number is here on YouTube. You can see it there in the description, at least for now, in the About section. Send me a text. This evening I was learning about the Deep Space Network. I was watching a video by Scott Manley, and he was talking about how there are three, or at least in the situation he described, there's one in Australia, there was one in Madrid, and then there's another one in I forgot where the other one was, but separated by about 120 degrees here on the Earth. And then so you got these 60-meter dishes or something, and then in orbit you have some other like transmitting satellites which assist the three large dishes on the ground for the deep space network. So different satellites and things send the signal around as well. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that stuff. I'm gonna watch his video again a few more times. Scott Manley talked about the deep space network. It's important to know because I heard that NASA is kind of the only game in town when it comes to communication in deep space. And there's I've been communicated also reached out by some other people as well. So there's some other technologies out there which I just got to learn more about. There's other opportunities out there besides the standard modes of doing things. So NASA is one of many companies, one of many groups, and so okay. When I was at this expo, they mentioned the DoD, Department of Defense, one time. They only mentioned it one time, and then everything else they said was about NASA. So I have asked my artificial intelligence who are the top military space companies. So I have a list of those companies, and I'm going to do more stuff on the military side of things to see what some of the other capabilities are and what other military contractors are doing when it comes to space, because that's where the big money is, and I want to see what kind of technology they have and maybe learn something and use some of that on the some of the types of missions that I'd like to do, just to have better technology than what's in the public sector. So. Gary, I don't know who Vix is, but that sounds interesting. Yeah, Greg says all those trucks equals static fire soon. Okay, yeah, Carl said the tower lights. Red equals no entry. Yellow equals essential personnel only. Yellow means that if you're not important enough, then stay away. Okay, green, it says all clear. Blue equals lightning, phase 2. White lights on the tower means high winds, over 28 miles an hour. Okay, and there's a link there. Good stuff. All right, it's getting pretty cold. I'm going to wind it down the next 3 minutes. If you're just tuning in now, there's a lot of trucks here on the right too. So the ones at the tank farm are just maybe about half the trucks. There's more trucks here to the right. Yeah. It's cold. It's getting cold. Getting cold. As far as tomorrow morning I'm going to be working. I'm making a little money. And so I will not be here in the morning. Maybe probably in the afternoon I'll be around. Afternoon and evening I'll get back this way. But I'm going to do more, keep moving stuff forward in all different types of ways. So. Carl says it's in the 20s Fahrenheit. 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty cold. Just want to say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. Whether you just got here, if you've been here a while or a long time, like many people. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Thanks, Carl. Hey, Deep Purple. All right, I'll wind it down in 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7. Have a good evening. If you're waking up, have a good day. Wish you the best. Check out Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a good guy. Check him out. My name is Paul Marcos, Ocean Carrier Space Corp, also Embryo Space Inc. Moving the world forward, changing, making new things, getting uncomfortable so that new stuff can happen. Thanks for tuning in. You're awesome. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the other side.